everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Stephania and I make gymnastics videos. And not like those really cool flips already. Like, no, this is me from the very beginning, trying it for the first time. So if you guys are interested in that, feel free to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you guys know when I upload. And if you've already seen my first video and you still haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Please, I would appreciate if you guys would subscribe, and if not, then, cool. At least enjoy this video, like it, so that at least more people are able to see it. And without further ado, let's get started with the video. So like I said, if you're new to this video, I'll give a quick rundown of what this video is structured. So since I do gymnastics, I'll be going by events. And I'll be going with events with days. So with that, let's get started with bars. So bars on the first day, day 4. I'm trying to think. So that one wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. But for some reason, if you haven't seen my first video, I felt like I still struggled. Like, I don't know what it was. I was still struggling trying to pull myself up. And I just couldn't get it. I think I got it here and there, but I would get stuck halfway. And it was just really, annoying because I really wanted to do good. I don't know, I was just having trouble so much trying to pull myself up. But then on day 5, I was actually trying it again, and I was still having trouble. I know on day 4, I was able to at least do the full pullover at least once, but I was still getting stuck halfway because I wasn't getting enough momentum. So same thing happened on day 5. So Wednesday. So Monday was day 4 and Wednesday was day 5. And I was still struggling. I don't understand what I was doing wrong. And this girl, Sarah, which you guys might see in the videos and the little clips, she's the one wearing crutches. She hurt herself jumping into a pit incorrectly. So that because something crazy happened to her, or she got so much pain. But maybe she did feel pain, but she recently got surgery, so please pray for her that that she's gonna get better, and then we'll see her actually practice. Because I actually it's in anticipating oh, she must be really good, So I hope that she gets better. Other than that, she really helped me a lot. She was watching me do the pullover and throwing myself over, and she said I was throwing my neck back. My legs were bent, so that was another issue that I noticed. Since my legs were bent, I was losing momentum as I was going over. And since I was throwing my neck back, I was also losing momentum. So I tried to do a regular level, I tried to do with cushion on the first day, on day 4, and then I tried to do it on a blue giant box, flat. And I thought that would be better, and I still was struggling. So she told me to make it up higher, so I did it up higher, and I was able to somewhat walk on it. That way I got used to the idea of my legs being straight, so I was able to walk over and do it. And even then I did it and I still got stuck. So after a while of doing it so much, my hands started to hurt. So I was I'm gonna take a break. I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to make myself not like bars because it's so stressful for me, just because I really want to like it, and I do like it, but I want to like it more because I'm good at it. But yeah, that was definitely for bars. That was for day 4 and day 5. Moving on to floor. So for floor, I worked on back bend day 4, and then day 5 I did back bend. I tried to do a front flip, and then I tried to do a handstand. So we'll start with back bend since I was able to do that on day 4 and day 5. Well, the other ones I wasn't able to do. But for that one, back bend, oh my gosh, bro, I don't know what it is, but I feel y'all can call me out. Shoot, I don't care. But I look like the grudge, trying to go back, and my spine freaking hurts. Obviously it makes sense because I'm just getting used to it, warming up to it. So on the day 4, I tried to use a little stick, you guys will see me use it to kind of warm up my shoulders, because I was noticing that I just felt very tense. I needed to stretch them out. And that really helped because the closer your hands are to the bar, the harder it is. So I was still kind of far and just getting over my head and everything. Other than that, doing back bend, I was like, you know what, let's do it. Let's go straight for it. And I did it standing and going back. You guys will see, I just fall. My butt went just slams the freaking mat. And I just started laughing because it's just, I find it funny. I find my falls, it just everybody looks at me and I'm yeah, that happened. And then I try to do it on the red thing mat tilted, because that gives you more of an elevation. So I did on that one, and I was able to do it perfectly. What I know I'm still doing is that my hands have to be behind my ears, and it's just so hard because if my hands are behind my next to my ears, how am I supposed to look at my hands? So I was noticing that issue that I was doing because I was trying to look at my hands while I went over. So I got like 2 different points where like look at your hands but then don't look at your hands. So I was like, but I do realize now you just have to trust yourself, which is really hard to do in my situation. I think it's just really hard to just trust like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fall over and my hands are gonna get me. I'm like, you better get me. And then you meant to make sure that your arms don't bend. So same thing on day 5, I tried it again, and I was still able to do it, but when I first tried to do it, I had like this blue stacked up mat, and I tried to do the back bend, bruh, since it wasn't against the wall, I went down, and I like, this girl freaking hit her head on the freaking ground. I like went back, and I was like, ah, like laid there for a bit. So yeah, if you guys ever try to do that, make sure when you guys are doing it on it, it's against the wall. I think it's just basic knowledge, but like, I was just like a normal, let's go, and thinking like, yeah, I can do it. Yeah, I had to take things slow also because clearly I try to rush things too much. So like I said, like I'm that person that tries to go from point A to point C and skipping completely point B, which isn't okay because I can cause myself injuries. So gotta keep that in mind, but definitely making sure that my back is like arched and everything, and my arms are next to my ears. So that's what I learned from that. So other stuff that I did on floor was handstands. So I was trying to do handstands on day 5. I tried to do it without the mat in the beginning, and my coach Greg, he was just like, you should try with the mat because it seems like you're scared. Because I was kind of scared that I was gonna fall on my face or fall on my back because that has happened before. And maybe you guys have seen in the beginning, but it hurts obviously. But at least the floor has some sort of springs. Either way, he moved me onto the mat, and he's like, all right, do it again. And my legs were kind of like wide, my arms were kind of like eh. But like towards the end, I got better. Like I was able to like just getting the momentum and just falling forward again. Because somehow like my brain just works differently. Like I tend to forget how my body needs to go or my hands needs to go. So I got better at just falling forward. Same thing again. My legs were closer together and pointed at the very end. And the same thing, like once I got it, I was like, yeah, and then I do it again. My like I turned like a complete like turtle. I was like, and I like my neck bends, and I just kind of like, my neck kind of bends, and I just kind of like, and I just like fall forward, and I was like, bruh, and I was like, all right, I'm good. I think we're good for today, you know. Like I don't want to overdo it. I said no. It's like people say, just keep practicing until you get it right. Me, if I overdo it, so like I've learned to analyze myself when it comes to like challenges or like just sports in general. That if I overdo it, that's when I start to have problems because then I tend to overthink it. So I tend to like, let's take a step back from this. So other than handstands and back bends, another thing I did was front flips. Honestly, front flips were so much fun because I asked Greg like, okay, what else can I do? I want to learn how to do a front flip into the pit, and he's like, oh, before you get started with that, you have to just get started with running, punching, and then doing the flip at least on a mat because you probably can't even plant your feet yet, so you might hit yourself. So I tried doing that, and it wasn't that bad. I mean, in the beginning, just like we added like a very fat cushion and then a little thin kind of one on top. So at least we got used to like where our hands were supposed to go. So just like rolling, just getting used to it. And then once we got rid of the top layer, I don't think I got rid of it, but just like trying to do it without your hands. But even then, like I think I tried and I still couldn't do it really well. But I tried with my hands. And I was able to punch correctly. It took me a while to get my punch right, like knowing when to like drive my foot forward and then drag with my right one. So like my left was my guide, and then I like punched the ground, and then I was able to get more height and then do the flip. So that's the thing I try to focus on because I noticed that when I focus too much on the flip, I try to do the flip before I do the punch, and that's where I still end up getting hurt. I mean, I'm not really hurt, but like I definitely feel like my body hit something hard. I'm like, but I'm like, it's just like funny to me. But other than that, like in the very end, after trying it so many times, I got it. So I was gonna do the front flip and kind of like stand up and just like yes. So that felt good, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm ready for the trampoline. And now I know the trampoline is called Tumble Track. So it's called Tumble Track. I would say trampoline. Well, you're probably say trampoline. I think people are like, what's a tumble track? But it's just the name of the trampoline in gymnastics. So I moved on to that. So yeah, now to that. I try to do straight jumps, everything, just the basics. I mean, just straight jumps. Let me do a trampoline. And then I was like, you know what? I want to do a front flip. and I haven't even done the front flip. I did like a jump and roll. So I don't know what I was thinking. So I tried it, and guess what happened? Girl face planted the freaking trampoline, and face like smacked it. I was like, ah! And I think in the video, like, there's one girl who's on the beam, and she like looks over, and she like looks back. But I'm really like petty. She was just like looks over and like, like kind of returns what she's doing. I'm like, I literally would have been me, except I would have been like, because it's like it hurt. But I think when I laugh things off, it hurts less. Whereas if I don't laugh about it and I focus too much on it, it tends to hurt more. So that's what I learned about myself. So yeah, take it easy, you guys. I'm taking these risks on my own because I know that, like, yeah, I can get hurt, but like I try to weigh out the options. Like I said, like, this is something I shouldn't be doing, but I'm doing because I want to experience what it's like to fail. I'm that person that likes to fail, and then once I know all the ways to fail, then I know the only way to do things is the last option, which is to succeed. You know what I mean? So like, I did that a lot in wrestling. Like, I messed up so many times, but not on purpose. But like, I mean, I did them 100%. I would still mess up, and that was okay because then I was able to learn, like, okay, my feet are not supposed to go here. My arm shouldn't go here. I shouldn't land this certain way because then this other body part might feel some sort of pain. You know what I mean? Okay, so for beam on day 5, I didn't do it on day 4. So on day 5, I did beam. Bruh, y'all don't even know how happy I am. Like, I'll see if I can insert the video from last week of me trying to jump on beam. But like, from that day to day 5, you guys don't even know how happy I was that I was able to jump up higher. So in order for me to get to that point, I had like some sort of like mats / boxes underneath the beam, like right next to it. That way if I was to fall, I wouldn't feel as scared. And not only that, I got used to just looking forward and looking at my feet. So once I did transition to the regular beam, I was able to jump up higher. Yes, higher. Like, I was just so proud. I was like, wow, I've been so scared. Like, I'm not scared of heights, but I'm scared of falling and hurting myself. So like, the fact that like I was able to like, okay, right, to just get confident, you having like a little cushion next to the beam, and then once I transitioned to the regular one, I was able to do it, and I was just so happy because like I know that to get at least the basics down before I can think about doing a cartwheel or flip yet, because I can't even do that on the floor. So what makes me think you can do it on the beam? So other than that, that was amazing. That was like, I'm like, yes, I'm slowly starting to like beam. So catch me doing cartwheels on them and like flips. Like, no, not yet. But definitely I've been able to like learn so much about myself, and I've been able to like, I've been getting better really, not really fast, but like it's been only like 2 weeks, and like started like day 5 that like I was able to already get that confidence. And I know it's mostly like how I feel. A lot of people are like, oh, I'm still scared, but it's about building your confidence. You know what I mean? Like, at least knowing that mindset when you go in that like, I want to become better than I was yesterday. So that's literally what I was trying to keep in mind. And then just have fun with it. Like, if you're not having fun doing the sport, then change the sport. Do something you actually enjoy, and you can actually still learn something about yourself, you know? So other than beam, and like I was just doing a little other exercises, just like kicking my leg and then just trying to like moving my feet back and forth, was actually pretty good. I just had to be really high up on my toes. So the last event that I want to talk about is vault. Oh my gosh, I freaking love vault so much. Like, our coach wanted to get us prepared for it by kind of working on our footwork. So he was telling us, all right, know when, so because you have like a long kind of lane sort of thing to like run and then jump. So run, then jump on the springboard and then hop over. So he wanted, in the very beginning, he wanted us to get used to just running, jumping, but without like this, I'm gonna call it a saddle, because it looks like a kind of like a saddle you put like on a horse, but like just getting used to jumping into the blue mat. So I was doing that, and I was kind of getting into it, and he said, you guys, let's go outside. So he took us outside. I didn't get footage of that, but he took us outside, just running and knowing that, counting our steps, knowing that, okay, at what point do you feel like you need to jump, or you feel like it's the right time to jump. And I think mine was like around like, it's like 6 steps in, and then I was able to do it. So then we went back inside, tried it again without the saddle thing. And then once we were able to do it, which it was hard keeping your body straight. Like, you guys don't even know, like, oh, you just jump on the springboard and then you land. No, it's not that easy because when you hit the springboard, your legs need to be straight and your feet need to be together. So that was the one thing I was having a problem with, was like keeping my feet together when I hit the springboard, because I would hit it with one foot and I would like fall over weird, or like I would land all weird. So definitely getting used to that. So that when they put the saddle thing on, I ran and then jumped, and like I felt really intimidated somewhat. But like when I did it, he just said just jump onto it. So when I first jumped onto it, I jumped on it with my knees, so, which didn't hurt. I was just like, trying to grab myself onto it. And then later on, I was able to run, then jump, then like stand. And I think I posted this on my Instagram. If you guys aren't already following, the real Stephanie Flores. If you guys haven't followed me yet, you guys should, because then I update you guys about my videos in case you guys are busy with like your schedules. But yeah, so definitely just running, jumping, and then doing the thing. That one was really fun. It was scary but fun because I learned a lot about my footwork, and I never really done that any other time other than track. And which even then, like I wasn't a sprinter, so I was just long distance somewhat, so it didn't really matter about my footwork, or I didn't do it. I just did running. So this one's really cool because I'm learning more about how my legs need to be positioned, and like you gain more momentum and you go up higher when your legs are straight when you hit the springboard with your 2 feet. So, yeah. Other than that, it was a good week. I like starting to love it more and more, and I'm just so excited about the more things that I'm learning. Definitely, I've been getting a lot of like ankle pain. So other physical challenges is like ankle pain, shin pain. Other than that, I mean, just I need to ice. But girl is busy to be icing, and it's a dumb thing to say. I just need to make time. So I need to start doing that icing, making sure that I stretch properly after practices, even after conditioning. And I just need to gain more strength in my abs. Because I noticed my abs are kind of holding me back from doing certain parts of the event. It's not really holding me back, but like I can do better if I condition those certain areas, which I need to make more time for. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to subscribe and like this video. Remember to hit the notification bell so you guys know when I upload my videos, because sometimes it happens anytime throughout the day, on Sunday. And comment below what was your favorite part of the video. Either it was me falling, me making a funny face, or me actually getting something right. And remember to also follow me on Instagram if you guys want to stay updated more on what I do. So, hope you guys enjoyed my video, and see you guys next week.